Why should you re-elect me? I'm sticking with teamwork and my willingness to compromise. You know, I might have a great idea, or I might think it's a great idea, but when we sit down with the rest of the council members, they might want to tweak it a little bit, the ordinance or whatever. For example, this tourism ordinance that brought in a lot of controversy. You might not know it, but I'm the city councilman that went and sat down with Kelly Barron. And then went in and sat down with the mayor and got the mayor to go talk with Kelly Barron and come to a compromise. I worked with Mr. Palmer. I worked with Stan Holmes, Kim Thompson. I worked with all of them. And for us to I talked with every single council member for us to come into an agreement and a compromise. So you don't see this circus. So that's who I am. I'm a team player that's willing to compromise to move Radcliffe forward.
The reason I should be reelected is because I will continue to make informed decisions. And I really don't care how it makes me look, if at the end of the day, we make the best decision for the citizens of Radcliffe.
I think I bring experience and education to this job. And I think if there's one ability that I have above all others, it would be that I listen to the people that I want to represent. There's probably not a person here whose door I haven't knocked on and introduced myself to and asked what your thoughts are about Radcliffe. I do that every election. I love doing that. I want to know what you're thinking, what you think the situation is in Radcliffe, what the situation is in your neighborhood. That's the only way to really find out what's going on. So I think my ability to listen is what I bring to this.
I would simply say that I am, the one thing I would say that would qualify me for this job is truly that I am committed to the dedication of this city and committed to the progress of the city. So to me, those are the two areas that I would believe that when I say that, that's me. I care about this city and I care about the people that I serve, and that's what I'm committed to.
Not been afraid to back down. When there's an injustice or something that's not right, I'm not going to just go along and say, oh, well, that's what they want. You've got to, at a certain point, stand and fight your ground. There's some things that are just plain wrong, and we cannot allow those to continue. We have to say something at that point. So what I do and what I've always done for 14 years is stand the ground when we come to an issue that it takes that.
My reason would be that I relate to a lot of people. I have 6 children. I have 12 grandchildren. I've lived in this community for many years. My children have all graduated from our schools here in Radcliffe. I'm a cancer survivor. I am a survivor of a traumatic brain injury and PTSD. I'm a single mom with a daughter with special needs. I show in my everyday life all of the things that we see on a big scale that needs to be done. I have already, on a small scale, been involved in the community to start to make the changes. I am the same person 20 years ago in helping my community that I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and even 3 weeks ago when I brought a council member from a company I work with up here to do a small training to give a vision for our community to be bringing 500 people to come in 4 times a year to do trainings here so they can stay in our hotels and eat at our restaurants. I will help my city and continue to do it whether I get elected or not, because that's the heart that I have. And all that any of you ever have to do, and you know what my skill sets are, go look me up, come find me. If I can, I will help you.
Again, number 12 on the ballot, Tanya Seabrooks. I think what I can say that I will bring to the council is commitment, and some people have said time. I bring energy. I can't say that I can necessarily do it in time, but I can do it in energy. I'm an out-of-the-box thinker, and I do believe if you're talking about progressing, change is always a good thing. And you need someone that's actually be able to work with the team, to be able to express views on another level, to be able to move the city forward. The last thing I want to bring is respect, and I think everybody here has mimicked that in their own way about respect. You can still respect people and get your point across. I learned a long time ago, tact is the ability to create, a statement without creating an enemy. And regardless of how we all think, we all gonna come with our own differences, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we're looking to move Radcliffe forward as a progressive city. If we want employers to take a look at us, if we want other manufacturers to take a look at us, we need to look like a professional entity. And that's what I bring to the table. Thank you.
In November 2007, the Lord gave me something and had me write it down. Told me I'd be living by this. And he was right. What he had me write down was about the word adversity. Adversity is not an invitation to give up, but an opportunity to grow up. And I'm telling you, I have faced a lot of adversity in my life. I walk on one real leg and one artificial leg, but I also run on it. I play basketball and football on it. I do everything I need to do on it because I have faced adversity with a smile on my face, and I've made it happen through Christ who gives me strength. I can face anything, any kind of adversity, and make it work, and make it happen, because I am your servant.
I also want to commit to this community. Like I said earlier, this is where I live, this is where I'm going to die, and I'm going to be buried. But I also think as a public servant to you, I should do my homework before I get there. And I should also speak on your behalf in a professional manner. And that's what I try to do.
Well, I guess the one compelling reason for electing me is sort of unfair to most of the other candidates running. Because I have the luxury and the advantage of time. Ann and I spend 98% of our time here in Radcliffe. I don't have a job in Louisville or out in Shepherdsville or on post or having to report to somebody that keeps a time card. I can go out there, and we can go out there, and we can be with that new business that's opening up, giving them encouragement, understanding what their products are, getting on Facebook, telling the people about what's inside, and encouraging them to come out. I have the time to get on the line, to do the research in Google, to go to the library and do the old type of research by going through the books and by going out and asking people. And just being around and running into people at Walmart, at Subway, at Leo's Donuts. You know, you can find out what's going on and do the research. And I've got the time to sit down, think about it, analyze the situation from lots of different points of view, and then come up and write up a paper that says, here's what the problem is, here's the facts that bear on the problem, here's the discussion, here's my recommendation. And take that and share that with the other council members, and then see if we can come up to a reasonable course of action. That's what my compelling reason is. I've got the time, the intellect, the experience, and the God-given talent to make that happen. Thank you.